Why the US proclaims China as a military threat when they have not started any wars. In recent years, tensions between the United States and China have continued to rise, with the US often labeling China as a military threat. The US has accused China of engaging in military espionage, stealing sensitive information, and modernizing its weapons systems to pose a threat to US interests. While these accusations are complex, they are often based on factors such as historical tensions and economic competition. One factor that has contributed to the US's labeling of China as a military threat is historical tensions between the two nations. The US and China have had a complicated relationship, with the US often criticizing China's human rights record and communist government. This has led to a sense of distrust between the two nations, with the US viewing China as a potential threat. Moreover, China's growing economic power has led to a shifting global power balance, which has further contributed to the US's labeling of China as a military threat. China's economic growth has allowed it to invest more heavily in its military, leading to advancements in weapons systems and naval capabilities. As a result, China has become a significant military power, which has caused concern among US military officials. In addition to this, the US has accused China of engaging in cyber-espionage, which has further fueled the tension between the two nations. The US has accused China of stealing sensitive information from US companies and government agencies, leading to concerns about China's motives and intentions. While the US has labeled China as a military threat, some experts argue that this labeling is a self-fulfilling prophecy. By constantly portraying China as an aggressor, the US may be inadvertently pushing China towards a more aggressive stance. This could lead to an arms race and heightened tensions between the two countries, potentially leading to conflict. Furthermore, the US's labeling of China as a military threat is also hypocritical, given the US's own history of military interventionism. The US has engaged in numerous wars and conflicts throughout its history, including in Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Some argue that the US is projecting its own history onto China, painting them as a potential aggressor while ignoring its own history of military interventionism. The US-China relationship is complex and multifaceted, and the issue of labeling China as a military threat is no exception. While there are certainly concerns about China's military capabilities and cyber-espionage activities, it is important to consider the broader context of this labeling. By examining historical tensions and economic competition, we can better understand why the US has labeled China as a military threat and its potential impact on US-China relations moving forward.